Hello, blended family, wherever you are. I wish that you are having a wonderful, delightful, and sensational day. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about something that's probably plagued many of us. Like I said again, something that has plagued many of us. I've been using Blender since version 2.776. So I guess that was about 3 or 4 years ago. So I've been on board since then. I'm not a Blender hardcore fan. I'm just a hobbyist. So whenever I get the chance, I use Blender. I know how to model. I know how to extrude. I know how to get rid of the triangles. You get me? I know how to close the little holes when you're doing animation. I know how to make my figure complete. So you got the idea. I am familiar with the basics of Blender at least. I know how to model. I know how to use those modifiers. But one thing that always disturbed me, that I see many people talk about on YouTube, on the internet, how in the world do we master using those nodes? Those nodes are one of the most difficult things I've seen using Blender. Because whenever we go to another YouTube channel about how to use those nodes, they have over 10 nodes scattered all over the place. And here's the thing about it. They never teach you in detail what each of those nodes do. So on this channel, I'm going to try to go over each of the nodes, building up to to a more advanced level. I'm not no Blender guru. I'm just a normal user like you, but I've seen some of the benefits of using nodes when I edit my videos, when I edit some of my YouTube introduction screens. I'm just at a basic knowledge, but I've still seen the power of it. And as you see on my little demonstration of Superman that I had on, you see the power of that compositor. The compositor able to make those Hollywood character eye glow like Superman. You see his eye glow red. I don't think during the Christopher Reeve version of Superman in 1979, whenever it came out, did they show Superman eyes glowing. I just remember the laser beam coming on his eyes. But with our technology today, we're so sophisticated with the technology and CGI that we can actually see the storm. We actually can see the lightning bolt forming storm hands. You already can tell that I'm a comic book reader. I've read comics for many years, but you get my point. That compositor, after you've gotten your model done, that compositor or nodes add a little bit of pop, a little bit of sizzle to your video or your production. Alright, so let's start. Let me go to my, you see, I had the official release of Blender 2.80. I hope you have your official release too. Let me get rid of the little intro screen. Let me get rid of the little cube. I like to get rid of him. Now I'm going to go up here to the compositor. What do they call it? Workspace. Yeah, the compositor workspace. I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm in the compositor workspace. One thing I've learned, you always want to have it on use node. Boom. We have our basic. Let me zoom in. Our basic render layers. Okay, I'm going to spread this stuff out. Why can't I spread it out? Well, I'll worry about that later. Anyway, we got our basic render layers node and our composite node. I want to go one at a time with these nodes like I said. But the node that I want to use is in that output. I'm going to go over each of the nodes and no, not output. What else would I want to use? I gotta look down this list. Oh, I'm gonna start from top to bottom. I'm gonna use each node in a category called layout. The node group called layout, and then there I want to use the one called frame. If you had no idea what the frame is, the frame is just a simple way of organizing several nodes. To demonstrate this more, I'm going to add one more node. I'm going to go up here to add output, and I'm going to choose my viewer node. I got my viewer node here. I had no idea what this little box for, but I guess over time I'll discover what this little box means. I want to connect it. Now I need to go over how the output of this. I just want to show you how to use the node, the frame node in this case. So with the frame node, there's no particular output. I don't have to render anything. The frame node is just an organizational node. For instance, when I click on this composite node, as you see, look, it's just a composite node moving. I click on viewer node, and just the viewer node moving. We're going to see now what this frame node does. I'm going to click on my composite node. I dropped it right in my frame, and you see the frame, it expands for you. You don't have to do anything fancy. Now I'm going to click my viewer node. Drop it on top. Let's see what happened. You see it now, it has it. You see the black box. Up here, I can change this by clicking up here. I can change my colors, but I may get into that later. Let me see. Item, viewer node, label. I'm gonna give it a label. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna call it frame node 1. Oops. It changed it to the. Let me go back. Let me get rid of this. I'm gonna go back here. See, I'm still in viewer node because I had the viewer node highlighted. That's why it's doing that particular thing. That's why I was making change to the viewer node.